The best 3 stretches for my jumpers in order to stay healthy so that you guys can have a long, healthy career.
Yeah, look at me now, I came up. I've been thinking back then when I almost gave up on the game because I never got in my way. Never got my mama whip on the driveway.
Today I'm going to show you an awesome test to see whether it's your quads that are tight or your hip flexor. So let's begin. So we're going to come on a flat surface. Going to get our knees bent at a 90-degree angle. While holding our left leg, we're going to test our right leg right now. We're going to keep that 90-degree angle, and we're going to let our leg fall, 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 until it can't anymore, like right here. That's about all the range of motion that I have. And now, here's the most important part. When we straighten out this leg, we're going to see whether or not we can get more range of motion. So watch this. As I straighten out my leg, I can get all the way down. What does that tell me? That tells me that it's not my hip flexor, it's my quad. My quad is tight. So one more time, 90 degrees, holding left leg, let the right leg fall in that 90 degree, keeping that angle. This is about as far as it wants to go. And as I straighten out, it drops and I get my range of motion. Now, if we were to do this, I get right here to my point. If we were to straighten out our leg and it still stay right there, that would tell me that we have a tight hip flexor, that the hip flexor is more of the problem. But that's not the case with me, because when I get to that point and I straighten out my leg, it goes all the way flat, and now I can go. Because when you bend it, you're stretching the quad, and as you release that tight quad, you're able to get more range of motion. It's the quads that are tight here. In most cases, I would say it's the quads for us jumpers. If that's the case, watch. I have a band set up right here. I'm going to show you exactly what to do. All right. We're going to get back into that position, holding, allowing that to stretch, getting that knee down, and letting the band take our foot, and I'm feeling this stretch right here. And we're just going to hold here for a minute. As you do it, if the stretch is getting too easy, we can scoot the butt up a little bit, and then the stretch will get more aggressive. Oh, that's good right there. I can really feel it in the rectus femoris, which is one of the quads. Now, this is something we want to do consistently, every day if we have to. The quads are a very strong muscle, and they can become tight very easily. All right, that felt amazing. I hope that helps. This is my favorite quad stretch, to open it up right in that quad hip flexor area. Tight calves. All right, guys, so we have 2 main muscles in the calf. We have the gastrocnemius and we have the soleus underneath. Okay, so usually it's the soleus that's the culprit, but I'm going to show you a way to stretch both. You may know this one is nice and easy. Gastrocnemius stretch, calf stretch, straight leg. You can go double leg, or I like to go 1 leg at a time. So you're going to put 1 leg behind the other, making sure that your back leg heel is on the ground. We're driving that heel into the ground while also leaning forward. And we should feel that calf start to open up a little bit. Start to feel that stretch. Good. We're going to hold for 30 seconds. After holding that for 30 seconds, I want you to point those back toes. I want you to point those back toes up, dorsiflex the foot, which is going to activate the anterior tibialis, the muscle in front of the shin, right here, which is also going to pull a little bit tighter on that calf. Just get a really good calf stretch right there, and you're going to hold for another 30 seconds. So a minute, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, and you're going to do that each side. Okay? So that's for the gastrocnemius. the soleus is best stretched in a bent knee position. So we can do a single leg bent knee calf stretch where we're in that same position, except we're focusing on a knee bend first and then we're leaning forward. Right there, so we're in a little bit of a squatted position right there. And again, we're holding that for 30 seconds, and you should feel this one a little bit lower and a little bit behind where you felt it before, so it's not that obvious superficial muscle, the gastrocnemius, it's tucked under. And we're gonna hold for a minute on each side. All right, good. Here we wanna let the weight drive our knee forward while keeping our heel on the ground. It's a nice weighted stretch. Helps us get into slightly deeper positions. We're gonna hold there for 45 seconds each leg. All right, now, tight calves. Remember, we have tightness here, lengthening here, opposite muscle groups. This is the anterior tibialis, the muscle in front of the shin. So I like to get some leaning toe raises right here. Or just one, holding, and going back down. Good. And right here we'll get a set of 20. We could also do it in a bent knee position, adding a different stimulus. Same thing, 20 reps. All right, this is my favorite strengthening exercise for the anterior tibialis. Strengthening that muscle in front of the shin and stretching the calves. That's how we're gonna fix that problem. All right, I love this band too. I'll link it in the description. All right, we're gonna go out nice and far until we feel a healthy stretch. Gonna let it take our foot into plantar flexion and then pull it back into dorsiflexion, pointing the toes towards our shins. 1, nice and controlled and strong reps, full range of motion. 2, see if we can see that contraction. Taking it. 3, rock solid. We're gonna do 3 sets of 15 here. And we're gonna do these after we stretch the calves, both the soleus and the gastrocnemius. Nice control all the way through. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. Here we're gonna stretch the lower back. We're gonna do a little weighted stretch. We're gonna take a barbell. We're gonna also feel this in the hamstrings as well. And we can adjust it according to whether we wanna feel more hamstrings or more back. So let's start off with straight legs. Nice tall posture. Holding the barbell nice and tight. And we're just gonna do an L-sit good morning. Just gonna go down nice and slow. If we feel it more in the hamstrings, we could slightly bend our knees. Get in a nice spot on our back. Start to duck that head and try to hinge forward, allowing that lower back to round and stretch. We're just gonna relax into it. Now, this weighted stretch may leave you feeling sore for a couple days. That's normal. Stretching and lengthening a muscle is going to be slightly uncomfortable for a couple days. After a while, your body will adapt. We want to hold here for about 30 to 45 seconds. Then come back up and repeat one more time. A regression to this exercise is us actually just using our own body weight and pulling down with our hands right here, driving it down. Some people may even feel it more this way. So, depends on each individual. I like to do both. Same thing, we're gonna hold for 2 reps, 45 seconds each hold. Grab and pull while ducking that head. Just trying to get deeper into the stretch each time. I'm going to show you a couple clips to strengthen the core. So we're stretching out the lower back, stretching that out. The problem with a tight back is that it lengthens the core, lengthens the abs, lengthen those core intra-abdominal muscles that keep us nice and tight. So what we want to do, once we're stretching this, now we need to tighten this, bring our body back into alignment. So I'm going to show you a couple core exercises. I'm going to insert the clips right there. All right, guys, that was my top 3 stretches and mobility work for my vertical jumpers out there. All right, I'm Chris Bell from Against Odds Athletics, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.